The guy actually rested his muddy leather boot right on the edge of my hand-carved walnut dining table. I stood there holding my chisel, watching the wet dirt from his heel sink into the fresh oil of a piece that had taken me 4 months to build. His name was Bradley, a high-end property developer who bought up historic homes just to gut them, flip them, and paint everything white. He had commissioned this table for a luxury penthouse project. "It's nice," Bradley said, tapping his fingers against the wood like he was inspecting a piece of cheap plywood at a hardware store. "But the grain is too dark. I need you to sand this down and bleach it white. It needs to match the minimalist aesthetic of the kitchen." Bleaching a 200-year-old piece of solid, premium walnut is a crime in the woodworking world. It ruins the integrity of the wood entirely. "I don't bleach walnut, Bradley," I said, keeping my voice dead even as I set my tools down on the workbench. "We chose this specific slab together because of the dark, rich marbling. If you wanted a white table, you should have ordered ash or oak." Bradley laughed, taking his foot off the table only to lean over it, putting his palms flat on the surface. "Look around your shop, man. You've got 3 unfinished projects and dust everywhere. I'm the biggest developer in this district. If I tell you to paint it pink, you paint it pink. Do the bleach job, or I'm walking out of here and taking my deposit with me." He thought because he had a massive portfolio, he could walk into a craftsman's shop and dictate the art. He expected me to cave because independent shops are always supposed to be desperate for the next big client. I didn't argue. I didn't get angry. I walked over to my ledger, picked up a pre-written cashier's check for his exact deposit amount, and walked back over to him. I dropped the check right on top of his muddy boot print. "We are done," I said, pointing toward the heavy wooden doors of my workshop. "Take your check and leave." Bradley blinked, staring at the check, then up at me. His arrogant smirk completely vanished. "Are you insane? You spent 4 months on this. Who else is going to buy a custom 12-foot table on short notice?" "The interior designer who called me yesterday representing a boutique hotel downtown," I replied, crossing my arms. "They've been waiting for a slab this exact size. They're paying full price, cash, and they actually respect the wood." Bradley's face flushed red. He realized he had just lost a centerpiece that he had already marketed to his high-end buyers as a major selling point for his penthouse. "Wait, let's talk about this," he stammered, his tone dropping from aggressive bully to scrambling client. "We can keep the dark grain. I can pay a premium to rush the delivery. The price just doubled, and your name is at the bottom of my waiting list," I said, picking up a rag and wiping his boot print off the wood. "My apprentice will help you find the exit. Sometimes people think their bank account gives them the right to rewrite your expertise. Never let a loud client ruin a quiet masterpiece."